Hi and welcome back to this video that will show you exactly how I traded the London session on the 9th of December 2020 using criteria that we use at the Price Action Traders Institute. So what I'll do, I'll get straight over to the charts and you can see my live trading and how I did today. Hi again and welcome back. It's the 9th of December 2020, 18 minutes past 8. We're 18 minutes into the London session. I've just finished the live London trade planning webinar with the members of the Price Action Traders Institute. And if you're not a member and listening to this or watching this and you'd like to find out more about what we do and the way that we trade, I'll put a link in the description for you. Click on that and it will take you straight through to find out more. So let's flick through these charts. We've seen some great price action throughout the Asian session and looks like it's continuing into London right now. So the euro US dollar, I actually took a position on this early on, and during this pullback here I got stopped out. I took a full stop on that, so I'm down 8 pips at the moment. Working with very tight stops is something we do, keeping our risk low, and it's very easy to recover from a few losing trades. So 8 pips down at the moment due to that euro US dollar. Nothing for me to do on this right now. There's a couple of entry points I'm looking at to get back into this, but not sure that I will at the moment. It's just not really showing out too much to interest me right now. Euro Japanese yen, I got in this at 40, that entry point there, and taking it long, looking for price to come up through, back up through this 50, should I say. It's already been up here, but I'm looking for price to continue back up through that 50, and you can see I've got my take profit up near that 80 level there. These are key levels that we use when we're trading at the Price Action Traders Institute. So looking for that price to continue the upside move. Early on we were seeing weakness in the Japanese yen, pushing that up, and I'm looking for that to come back into play and push this up as we go through the London session. Pound US dollar, just missed an entry point on this. Perfect entry point, and price has powered up on this, and this will be an unplanned red news event. There was no planned red news events for us in the London session, but something's happened. Some bit of news has leaked out, probably about Brexit, which it quite often is on the pounds at the moment, and it sent the pound up, showing strength in the pound coming into play. Like I say, I missed that though. Perfect entry point. I could have been in this and probably locked in break even right now, but that's the way it goes sometimes. You miss out on some of these entry points. There's nothing you can do about it. I was saying that some people would be seeing this and they'd have that fear of missing out, thinking, oh, the pound's going to continue this upside move, and they'll just be jumping on board at any point, which isn't the way to do it. You need to stick with strict criteria and a planned strategy. That's what we do at the Price Action Traders Institute. It's a very simple strategy, and once you get your mindset right, it's very easy to follow. Again, on the pound Japanese yen, perfect entry point just now. I've missed this, and I'm just sitting on the sidelines. Nothing for me to do right now other than watch it go. Australian dollar US dollar, I took this long at 47. You can see price has just been bouncing off of this 50 level here. Push through it a bit. It's already been through once back here, but I'm now looking for that price to come back through and move up towards that 80 level again, where my take profit is. So that's the Australian dollar US dollar. Nice move up throughout the Asian session. Nice clear move to the upside, and I'm looking for that to continue through the London session. Australian dollar Japanese yen, same on this, seen that price move up throughout the Asian session, and I'm looking for a continuation of this overall move. I took this long and I got in this at 58. One of our entry points was hit, and now looking for this. It's breaking through that previous high here, looking for it to move up towards that 80 where my take profit is. And you can see this could be about the Australian dollar. I think there's strength coming in on the Australian dollar, but also that US dollar might be showing a little bit of weakness, possibly holding the Australian dollar US dollar sideways. Australian dollar Japanese yen, you got the strength I think in the Australian dollar, but that weakness in the Japanese yen might be coming back into play, which hopefully will push this up and into that 80 target that I've got. US dollar Japanese yen, no entry points on this for me at the moment. Nothing to do right now other than monitor it and see what happens with the US dollar and the Japanese yen. US dollar, Canadian dollar, nice move to the downside. We've seen strength in the Canadian dollar pushing this down. Bit of sideways going on at the moment, so there's no entry points for me at the moment. I've missed one back on the last candle, but not too much of a problem. Just monitoring what's going on. I'm actually holding 5 positions at the moment, which suits me fine. Usually I'll go to a maximum of 6 positions open at any one point, but right now I think I've got 5 on the go. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, let me just check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 positions opened at the moment. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, I took this long as it came through an entry point at 44, back here somewhere. And now looking for this price, seen it push through that previous day's high there, looking for it to now push through this 50 level, this key level, and I've got my take profit up there at 80. It'll be a nice big move if it makes it, but we'll see what this does, and also could possibly adjust this take profit as time goes on through into the session, if it's getting late, or if price action starts to peter out a little bit, I might pull this back a bit, but for now I'll leave it there at the 80. And New Zealand dollar, US dollar, another entry point here. I took this at 66. Price has been bouncing around that entry level there, looking for it to push up through this previous high here, through the 80 and up towards the 00 up here where my take profit is. So that's where I am at the moment. 6 pairs held, sorry, 5 pairs being held, 8 pips down right now, but the profit that I've got at the moment will probably see me back in profit anyway. Yeah, sure it will. Those pounds are really going though. Look at those, all about the pound. So often we see the euro follow the pound, and especially if it's news about Brexit, those two at the moment have been working in conjunction with each other so often. But right now this is purely about the pound, and the euro is pretty much unaffected right now. Maybe, I don't know. I don't see, the way we trade, we don't have to worry about the news. We don't analyse news at all. In fact, we don't do any analytics at all. We work purely with price action that's happening in the moment. So whatever this is, I haven't got a clue what's going on in the news. Don't know, and I'm not interested at all. All I'm interested in is what price action's doing. And looking at this though, I mean, it could be that the Britain's come out with a slightly better deal than Europe has. Maybe, I don't know. But that's speculation, and speculation's not going to win me any pips or any money. So I'm just working with, like I say, the price action. So euro holding its own at the moment, bit of sideways. It's all about the pound at the moment getting strong. Right, I'll pause for now, and I'll be back with you in a little while, show you what's going on, see how these trades are playing out. And in fact, I might, let's see. No, not quite yet. I was thinking I might have an entry point on this, but not quite yet. So I'll monitor this and see if there's any way of me getting in on this move. But again, I won't just be jumping on board. It'll be strictly with the price action Traders Institute criteria that I'll be taking a trade. Okay, I'll pause for now, and I'll be back with you in a little while, see how these are playing out. Hi again, and back with you. We're starting to see some price action momentum. It's picking up now, and let's flick through these charts and see what we've got going on. Euro, Japanese yen, still not doing a great deal. It looks like the euro and the Japanese yen are fighting each other. It's pretty much around about the entry point now. You can see where I got in there. That was at 40. It's at 41, almost 42 at the moment. So not a great deal happening there. These pound pairs pulled back quite a way. Still nothing for me to do on them, but still holding their own though. Still seeing that strength coming in the pound. Australian dollar, US dollar, you can see this is starting to move up nicely now. Seeing strength in the Australian dollar pairs. Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Now this is being driven quite nicely. We've got strength in the Australian dollar and we've got weakness in the Japanese yen. That is the perfect scenario to be in a position on something like that, where you've got the two currencies working in conjunction with the move that you're looking for. So it's starting to move this up quite strong. Starting to see a bit of momentum kicking in on this now. So Australian dollar, Japanese yen looking pretty good at the moment. In fact, I'm going to lock in break even on this. So moving that up to lock in a little bit there. And seeing that price still moving up nice and steady there. Nothing on the US dollar, Japanese yen, US dollar, Canadian dollar. One that I missed out on, but never mind. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Again, we're starting to see that strength come back into play on the Canadian dollar. And again, Japanese yen weakness pushing this up. It's up through that 50 there and looking for it to move up towards that 80. My take profit is right now. And again, it's nice when you get the two currencies working in conjunction with each other. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, seeing this start to pick up now. It looks like it's trying to break through that previous high. If it does, then looking for it to break that 80 level and then continue up towards that 00. So right now it's looking pretty good. So showing a reasonable profit at the moment. And today might be one of those days when I decide to take profit at 2%. Sometimes I'm looking for these trades to move up close to or at where I've got my take profits. But then other aspects that are going on around me at the moment, I've just taken a call and I might have to get back on that in a minute, which sometimes put me in a position where I'm happy to walk away with 2% profit. So if I see all of these pairs combined giving me a 2% profit on my capital, that's more than enough for one day, that's fine. Then I might even consider punching out at that point. So what I'll do right now, I'll pause and I'll get back over to you. I'll get this back running again once I've decided what I'm going to do and assess the situation. So I'll be back with you in a little while. Hi again, back with you. Time is now 8:49 and I'm flat the market. As I said in that last segment, I'd look at my profit. There's a call that I need to make in a little while, could take a while and take my concentration off of the chart. So happy with the profit that I've got. What I'll do, I'll flick through these charts and just show you these markers that come up on MT4 just to show you the pairs that I took and where I got in, where I got out, and then we can flick over to the summary sheet and I'll show you exactly how many pips I took and how much profit I took. So the euro US dollar, you can see where I got in there. I was looking for this overall upside movement to continue, didn't happen. Bit of a pullback going on here, and this was the only loss that I took through this London session, losing 8 pips on that. You can see the entry point and the stop loss hit there. Euro Japanese yen, this one I took a little while ago. You can see the entry point there and where I punched out there. I had my take profit up here, but like I say, I'm okay with the profit that I've taken today, so I've got out of this. So nice little small profit on that, should I say, on the euro Japanese yen. Missed these pound moves, didn't get in them. I completely missed out on the entry points there, and it was that initial phone call that was taking my eye off the ball on this, but never mind, because everything's worked out okay. Australian dollar US dollar, you can see where I got in there. That little red mark there is my stop loss. That was my take profit. Again, got out of this and you can see where I've taken profit there, and price is continuing to run. Now if this does continue to run throughout this London session, it's no use me coming back and being upset about it. I've made my decision and I'm happy with my decision and the profit that I've made. As you'll see when we go over to the summary sheet, it's a good profit that I've made today. But if you do get out of the markets and you see those moves continue to run, it's no use being upset about leaving money on the table. It is what it is, and you've made the decision and you have to go with that. Nothing you can do about it will change it. Australian dollar Japanese yen, again you can see where I got in here. The take profit initially would have been at 12 pips down here, but this one I locked in break even, a pip or two, just once this price started to move up. Again, this has moved up nicely. There's my take profit up there, and here's where I got out. You can see that little yellow marker there. Let's get over to this. Nothing on the US dollar Japanese yen. US dollar Canadian dollar, missed an entry on that. Didn't take it, but I was holding 5 positions and I'm happy with that. I was okay with that. Like I said earlier, 6 is the maximum that I'll take, but 5 positions open, I was more than happy with what was going on there and the way that they were moving. Entry point on the Canadian dollar Japanese yen, there's my stop down there. Take profit, you can see that little blue marker way up there, and I've punched out of this at this point here, that yellow marker. So again, another profit. New Zealand dollar US dollar, entry point, you can see this on that blue mark just there. Stop loss was down there, I punched out there. That was my take profit up there. So what I'll do, I'll flick over to the summary sheet now, and I'll show you exactly how many pips I've taken for this very short London session for me, and how much profit I've made. And here you can see my results. Like I said, I punched out of those trades, but I had a call to take. I knew that was going to take a while, and it would distract me. Looking at my profit, I was absolutely fine with punching out of the positions that I had. And you do that, and you might be leaving money on the table. You have to sort of like train yourself to be okay with that as well. It's no use having any kind of regrets. So here you can see my winners: Australian dollar, US dollar, Australian dollar, Japanese yen, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, and euro, Japanese yen. You can see the pips that I actually took there. Just the one loser, the first position that I took just before I started the live trade plan with the Price Action Traders Institute members. And that gave me a full stop of 8 pips on the euro, US dollar. So ended the session with plus 41 pips, giving me a total, after all the costs have come out, the brokers' commissions and everything else, I ended up with 1.72% profit on my capital. So don't forget, if you're interested in finding out more about the way that we trade, just have a look in the description box just below this video, and you'll see some links that will take you to more information where you can find out a bit more about us and how you can become a member of the Price Action Traders Institute. Thanks very much for watching this. Please remember to hit subscribe, and if you hit the bell notification, you'll get heads up as and when I post these videos. Thanks very much, and I'll be back again soon.